Ugh. Okay, for receiving we want...
Some of those injuries needed a rivet gun.
This is... Does that look like a full team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's not a full team. I'm down 2 people. Yeah, I thought that was what was happening here. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, we get an extra reroll. Oh, and he caught it. Holy crap. Do not drop it. We're gonna do a center drive here, because we really don't have much other options. Just try and plow through all these dudes. That is a massive thing. I never catch a ball when it comes, even if it comes straight for me. So just cage up. Cage right up. I don't want to see anybody. We want to push these guys out the way without following them. Yes.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
Okay, that's all the movement I'm going to be doing. Ooh, he gets 2. Yeah, as I say, push him out of the way, don't follow up. That means they'll have to come to me. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yes! Serious concussion. Fantastic. Okay. That was a pretty good start. We can start inching our way upfield. Clobbering them as best we can. This is actually uncommonly intelligent play for me. Seems like they're deciding who they're going to send to blitz. Yeah, by keeping them away from us, we'll limit their option, and keeping them caged up means that our ball carrier should really not get touched. Oh, he gave up at that. See, he knows how good my plan is. Yep.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this in home.
So set up the next cage
These are
back.
seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Yeah. Do a sort of rolling maul, for those of you familiar with rugby terminology. But now they'll be able to, they might be able to blitz him. So it's not completely safe, but still, I'd rather take this slow and steady approach at this stage, because we don't have the numbers to do much else.
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag.
Like the motley horde.
Yeah, okay, so they haven't blitzed him,
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every
but
day.
they have got him fairly surrounded. No, don't bother.
What a hammer blow!
You'll be very lucky to use an apothecary to keep a person on the field. Almost certainly they'll be sent off anyway. And sometimes, you know, the alternative will be death. At least you get to choose. There are some decisions you don't get to choose the best option. Okay, how do we get you out of this tough little cookie?
You checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
Just take as many of these 2 die rolls as I can. time you will follow up.
Well, that's one with a good reason
I'd
to
almost
go
rather
see
just
the
stay
apothecary.
here
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
and, you know, let him keep bashing against us.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of a mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Alright. If I wanted to be really... No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to say, if I wanted to be really daring, I could hand off the ball to the Berserker and then run him charging into there. Oh, actually, you couldn't. Like, I've already used my blitz. Can throw a block while you've got the ball, which is a useful thing to remember. Because there might just be one person standing in your way of the end zone. So, you know, just clobber him out the way and go for the TD. But it's kind of a desperation strategy. A lot of things can go wrong with that type of idea. So now we're completely surrounded.
There's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
Now
Oh,
there's
yes.
one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
We've held onto the ball for longer than we've ever been able to. Congratulations, men. You don't entirely suck. You suck pretty bad, though. Clear out these guys.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often. Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, the clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. He checked
You're
that
screwed.
rule.
You look stupid, you mean?
I am tempted to hand off the ball here and go for the run. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Okay, yes, I'm gonna do it.
Something to do with swapped body parts.
Yes.
He's got rid of the ball.
If I send him right into the corner here, doubt they'll be able to send anyone to do anything about it. Yes! Alright, beautiful. Alright, we're very close. Happy with how that went. Very happy with how that went. With 9 players on the pitch to their 11, we still managed to score a TD. So, all in all, a good game for Thor's Hammer. Normally, I'd kind of like to avoid taking the touchdown, but I don't think there's a way to do that without fucking things up. We'll do as much damage to them as we can while we can. Because hopefully we can squish them, someone,
Griff
off the
Oval
field.
said, and I quote, "Thank goodness that the humans are around to raise the level of the game." What do you think?
Well, that was true a few years back. Today, him and his buddies
Yeah, I
are
don't
all
think
at
I'll be
the
able
top
to do
of the
much.
rankings.
I don't want to take too many risks and stuff it up. So, for the win. There's still plenty of time for them to catch up. Definitely helped that our dude managed to catch the ball somehow. I mean, that's really unusual. Normally we can't even pick up the ball, let alone catch it. And yeah, having that solid cage, the sort of rolling maul idea. Okay, their Auriga's back in, so that's not a good thing. And they've got the ball. But one of our dudes has managed to pick himself up, dust himself off too. So we've got a good game on our hands here. I can't believe we've got 2 more injuries. That's ridiculous. Try and send it into their backfield. Perfect blood ball weather. Oh, look at that kick. That's the type of kick you want. One that doesn't go into their hands. Any
I
kick
don't
that
know if
doesn't
you
end
really
up
like
in
to
their
look up
hands
at that.
He may
is a
not
good
have
kick.
liked it, but he certainly ate it. The player has got the ball,
Alright.
and now he's the main target.
Oh, yes. Oh my god. That is beautiful.
Yeah, they don't know
That
when
is
to
beautiful.
signal
So
a
basically we want
stretcher
to...
or coffee.
thank you. We want to stop them from getting into our backfield and getting a pass. So I won't really worry about these forward three. I'll be more interested. This guy can stay mobile around the back here. And yeah, I'll almost... Actually, I will throw these
The
blocks
referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard
without
for each
following
game.
up.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against the
Create a
stadium
pile
full
of bodies
supporters?
just there.
True, could be a bit one-sided.
You stand just there, and that's pretty good, D. That guy can stay mobile, he can be a blitzer. Alright, let's see what happens. We've got to hold off for a few turns. We should be able to do it, as long as we don't get any receivers in the backfield. That's what'll screw us over. I tend to forget they're there, and it's not good. Oh, that guy just fell down. Yeah, because it costs like 2 or 3 movement value to pick up your guy up in general, normally. If you go for a run, it's almost certainly going to take the little go for it rolls, which are the extra rolls for going too far. And that's where that type of thing happens. Not sure if I should go to meet him or continue to wait here. Those guys probably aren't going to run downfield for a receive. It's probably more important that I take out these guys.
Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be
Actually,
going
these
away.
guys can go and meet them. Just to slow them down a little bit. While you meet him. Like so.
You can't say much about that.
Continue
Full-blooded, but perfectly
right
legal.
up there.
Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice
Alright,
sight.
I kind of like how that looks. I might throw him just in there. Free him up, be a bit more flexible. But otherwise, yeah. We just really just gotta wind the clock down now. 2 more turns. I don't want this game ending in a tie again. We can't afford. If we're gonna win this series, which we probably won't, let's face it, there are too many injuries.
It is a violent sport.
But yeah, our only chance of winning will be to win this game, because I don't feel we'll do too well against the
One that lets his biceps do the talking.
Orcs next time.
It was a short conversation.
Roger's finally done something.
Stated that cerebral hemorrhages
Yeah, I don't like the big guys too much, because you have to roll a die just to get him to move. And they generally have the loner ability, which means that they have to, they don't get team rerolls normally. I think you have to roll a dice just to see if you get a team reroll. Oh, that was a stupid idea. Now I have to take him down. How am I going to do that? Oh, it's doable.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives
Otherwise
one
it'll be pushed off the
generously.
field. Yeah, that'll do. So that's not terrible. At least he's standing next to the ball carrier there. Putting a small spanner in the works.
What? Right on the spuzzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
Okay, bit of danger here. Nothing we can't handle. I do everything in my power to avoid those red squares because they scare the shit out of me. I don't like having to roll just to move at all. Okay. That's how it's going to be. For the last turn of the game, if they pull a touchdown out of their asses like here, I'm going to be very upset. I suppose in theory it's possible, but
Blood Bowl is reputedly
I'd
the
be
toughest
surprised.
of all sports.
Nah, well, he hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't managed it.
Taking a few hits.
He's taken his fingers off that ball carrier, so he can't do a pass or anything. And we come away with. At least it's not an injury. Come away with a lot of injuries, but at least we've got, and none of them were serious long-term injuries. And we did win. We did win the game, and we didn't even use any rerolls that round, that half. So that's really interesting. Cool. Let's see the post-game analysis, and then wrap up the video.
Their weight and power is inversely proportional to their
I rolled a 1. I do want to re-roll my winnings, and I want a total of 50 grand. Fantastic. So that'll come in handy.
Yeah, and it doesn't need deep analysis to see where the problem
Yeah.
Possession is the key. They defended high up, keeping the opposition to their half of the field.
Everybody clean. It can't be.
They must have come
So
up with
our MVP was our blitzer,
I hope so. Otherwise,
Leo.
we're in for a dull
Oh, actually no, that's the other guys. Where's
Wonder
Thor's
how you
hammer?
get some refs who just can't let a match
And Harold Stein
take a back seat.
is the MP3, just a linesman.
Then discretion is the better part of that.
That was the first match he played, so he mustn't have played the. Oh, that's weird. Anyway. We were lucky to get out of that one with a victory. Very lucky. But at least our bench guys are back up and running, even if they're broken human beings. Oh. Yeah, he rolled an 11, so he gets the option of an extra agility point, which may be worthwhile. So we can have someone. He may end up being our catcher. If we can level him up a few more times, he just needs a bunch of touchdowns, and then he'll level up some more. And we'll have a good catcher who's able. Basically, if he gets stat upgrades, especially as a Nords team, which has a pretty flat sort of stat structure, if you will, any stat gains that you roll at level up, you're probably going to want to take. It's going to be very rare that you go for a skill over a stat. So we do have one person on the bench. Oh, and it's a berserker. Don't like that. But yeah, again, he's not injured, so we've got this guy with a serious concussion who loses his armor value point. And I think this guy has a damaged back, which adds a 120 subsequent injury roll. So yeah, I mean, that's something I haven't really talked too much about, because I read about it once and didn't really keep it in my head, but anytime you're knocked down, you take an injury roll, and that's, I think it's 2d12, I mean 2d6, and yeah, and that's where you get either you get knocked down for a turn, or you can get knocked down for 2 turns, or you can get knocked down unconscious. Or I think what happens is, I mean, I think it's a check against your armor value, and then I'll have to check all this anyway. And then you roll. If you roll really poorly, then you roll again to find out what type of injury you get. Either that, or if you roll really poorly, you get. Yeah, no. if you roll really poorly, you go, you get an injury, and then yeah, again, you roll for the injury table and find out how bad it is. So that's a damaged back, and that one was the serious concussion. So they're both entries on the injury table, and there are other ones like fractured hip, and some which just take you out for the rest of the game, some which take you out for the next game, and some which actually affect your stats and skills and stuff. But yeah, this is all stuff that it doesn't teach you. Well, it didn't teach you. Maybe in the tutorial it does, but I had to look it up. RTFM. Anyway, that's this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I was happy we won. And then next time on Let's Play Blood Bowl, it's Thor's Hammer versus the Marauding Mashers. And they've got a level 4 Beastman. Oh, they're Chaos, they're not Orcs. Oh yeah, why do I think they were Orcs? Yeah, Chaos, they're a punchy team. There's a reason that I liked them back in the day. Alright, tune in next time. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you then.